What's up, everybody? Fucking fuck StreamYard for taking so long to get my goddamn stream up. I was trying to load this shit 2 minutes ago. I should have been here for the fucking ball drop, but whatever. That's not why I'm actually here. I'm here though. Happy New Year's, everybody. Let me get a few people up in this motherfucker before I make my announcement. I want to make my announcement. By the way, the fucking Bulls actually won tonight. I was gone all day. So maybe I'll watch if everyone wants me to, I could watch the highlights and react to them because I don't know shit about the Bulls game from tonight. I don't know anything. I was gone. What's up, everybody? Let me share this around. Let me try and get as many people in here as I can so I can make my announcement. This is a big announcement. Big announcement for my career moving forward and what I'm going to be doing in the Chicago. It's something in the Chicago Bulls community. It is a new opportunity. And actually, I think today might be my first episode, but it depends. We'll see. Let me share this around to as many people as I can. Get if you guys can, drop a retweet or a share wherever you can. Let's see here. Happy New Year's, by the way, everybody. I hope you guys all had a great night. I'll go ahead and just throw these on because I'm seeing red, baby. I'm going to be making a major announcement here, everybody who's joining, in just a moment. Trying to get this shared around, get some numbers up because I want people to see or hear the announcement fresh from me when I drop it. How is everybody's night, by the way? Are you guys all having a good night? You know, it is game over for 2025. 2025, go fuck yourself. Dead in the water. We're on to newer, bigger, and better things here on the Professionally Profane, on Bulls Without Borders, and on the new opportunity that I'm going to be announcing here in just a moment. I don't know if anybody, you guys probably don't have guesses. That's fine. I'm super excited for this new opportunity. I want to say thank you to the person that gave me this opportunity. Let me once I share this to a couple places, then I'll feel comfortable making the announcement. Everybody will have seen it. Let's see here. How's everybody, man? I don't know if anybody's down to put anything in the comments. I'd love to know what you guys did. Did you guys go get drunk? Did you guys get laid? Did you see boobs? Boobs and weed, the two best things that God gave to mankind. Now, I haven't been able to ingest any of God's green gift while I've been a member of the armed forces, but I will never be shy about my support for marijuana, Mary Jane. It is the best thing that you could do and the healthiest to take the edge off, in my opinion. Fuck alcohol. That shit sucks. That shit kills people. Mary Jane is the way to go, but you know, our country isn't all the way there yet as far as letting people smoke it, even if you have good jobs. Samity, this is the dog. What up, homie? Samity, I'll ask your opinion right now, brother. Should I watch the Bulls after I make my announcement? Should I watch the Bulls highlights live? Are they worth watching in order to, and reacting to? I don't know anything about what happened in the Bulls game tonight, other than I know they won. You tell me, big dog. Troy, you know what I'm about to announce. He knows. No spoilers, Troy. No spoilers. Happy New Year, by the way, my man. Happy fucking New Year. I'm excited to make this announcement. This is going to be big, guys. It's going to I'm not going to like change the community or nothing, but I think with this opportunity I will be able to very much add to the community. I think it is a great opportunity for me to lend my voice to a platform that will amplify it, and I'm very excited to work on this platform. So just give me let's see. Let's say in 5 minutes, I'm going to make my announcement. That'll give me enough. I feel like 5 minutes is enough time to get everybody or as many people in here as possible. So I can hit as many ears as possible. I want to let all Bears fans know what's going on, baby. What's going on? Oh my god. That hurt to do. My bad. My bad, guys. All right. Announcement incoming at 12. Oh shit, that's right. Samity, you've got a couple more hours before it's before New Year's time. Tell me, Samity, should I, after I make my announcement in 5 minutes, well, 4 minutes now, should I watch the Bulls highlights and react to them? Are they worth watching, or is it a boring game and it'd be lame to do that? I'm assuming you know that what happened other than, they won. Let's see here. You said yes. Sorry, I'm actually not even like I might seem a little amped for you guys. Like I just got out of the shower, 1, and 2, I'm very excited. I've had some things happen in my life the last few days that have really made me really flipped my outlook on the way things were going in my life. I'm super pumped. I've only got like 46 days left in the army, you guys. 46 days. And some other stuff happened in my personal life, and then obviously in my career. I'm about to make this announcement. That I feel like it really just changed the game for me. And it goes to show, man, it just takes a few days for everything to change for you. Like, I did not think that I was going to be feeling this happy or this optimistic about where I was going. And honestly, like, I'm always happy and optimistic to the people. Sometimes behind closed curtains, behind, I put on a face for the public, but sometimes it's not always how I'm feeling behind the scenes. But very much so, I am feeling good heading into 2026. I feel like I learned a lot from 2025. A lot. 2025 is when I started all of this. I was never on video before 2025. And so, before I make an announcement in a couple minutes, I got 2 minutes here. Thank you to everybody who has supported me. I really appreciate you. Like, the amount of support I've had, the amount of dope people that I've got to meet, the friendships I've built. I never seen any of this coming. I always hoped for it, but it's one of those things, you talk shit, but you don't know if a lot of people talk shit, but they don't actually ever do anything, right? Well, I did it. And I'm just happy that I don't suck at this. I appreciate you, Samity. Like, if I would have sucked at this, it would have been devastating because yeah, it was always a dream, but the cool thing about dreams is that you don't know if it's actually something you can accomplish yet. Once you put your neck out there, it's sink or swim, and your dream might die. But luckily for me, my dream has not died. It has only expanded. And honestly, like, I feel like I'm gonna make a living in sports. You guys can get used to this face in the Chicago Bears and Bulls community. I'm gonna be here, motherfuckers. Buckle in, because Philip Charles VanDerHeyden IV ain't going nowhere. And I can't wait to expand this podcast, the Professionally Profane. It's been dormant for a while. I am bringing it back. Jacob Infante will be my first guest. And you know what? I think I can say it. Saturday. That's actually not my announcement, but I just realized that I could say that. And I guess that's going to be my other announcement. It is time. So Saturday, the Professionally Profane returns. I will be bringing on Jacob Infante for a show. Now, on the Professionally Profane, I don't believe we'll be live, but maybe we will be, because me and Jacob, we have a certain kind of chemistry that does lend itself to being on a live show. So I'll talk to him and we'll see where we land on that. But that wasn't my announcement. And holy fuck, we have 100 people in here. That's crazy. All right, we're good. I can't believe I got 100 people in here at midnight on New Year's. That's wild. I feel comfortable making my announcement then. Well, okay. Hold on. First of all, happy fucking New Year. Also, Dub Bears, if you're in here and you're a Lions fan, the Lions fucking suck. Jared Goof has baby hands. Everybody knows it. Okay. I've reposted on this. I wanted to retweet the stream. That way I didn't feel like that's the last thing I'm doing. And then I'm making the announcement. And then I'm going to watch the Bulls highlights from tonight and react to them because I have not seen anything about the Bulls game tonight other than I know they won. But all right, I have retweeted this on my 2 accounts. Here we go. Without further ado, I'm going to put these on because we are seeing red. I know I'm dragging this out, but like the whole reason that I brought the video up was to make an announcement. So I feel like once I drop the announcement, everyone's going to leave. But we'll see. All right. So I'm first of all, for anybody that's not aware, I have departed just another year. I think everybody should probably know that by now. If you follow me, you'd see that I haven't been making anything. So, that is, I want to say, I appreciate the opportunity, and I appreciate the opportunity, and so we'll leave it at that. And that is why I'm a free agent. As much as I love doing Bulls Without Borders, or I was a free agent, rather, I should say. As much as I love doing Bulls Without Borders, it is a once a week show, and it's a roundtable discussion debate show. It's not so much a actual, what I was doing, with just another year, like a real being a host, a solo host of a show, right? Obviously, the Professionally Profane is going to keep going, that you see, and I'm going to do that with guests. Davey had to step away because he is in college. He's doing his thing in college. And so, I think he might be able to pop on here and there. I want to say like Davey is part of the beginning of the show. He helped me make the logo. He helped me get the song. So, Professionally Profane will always, Davey's always going to be here if he wants to be, because I would be an asshole if I kick, hey, Davey, you're in school now? Fuck you. Get out. It's not going to happen. He always has a spot here if he wants it. And, I think that's just the right thing to do. But I will still be continuing solo without him. And so we do have a TikTok. I also have a TikTok for Bulls Without Borders. And I'm being very long-winded to get around to my big announcement. But yes, so all of these things are still happening. Bulls Without Borders still happening once a week, every Friday or Saturday. And that's where we do a big roundtable discussion. This Friday is going to be huge. Friday, Bulls Without Borders at 5 p.m. Central. I think this time we have the full amount of our regular hosts for the first time ever. Red Summit 7 will have myself, Neil, Troy, Hayes from Chicago Bull Central, and Jamal from Bull Central. I can't see a damn thing in these, and I have to take them off because I was going to literally go blind. Wow, we're almost up to 200. Holy shit. Okay. See, that's why it's taking forever to get to the announcement. It's worth it. So yes. So yeah, every Friday or Saturday, Bulls Without Borders, like I said, the second at 5 p.m. Central. We'll have our 5 hosts that we normally have coming from 3 continents. We'll also have guests. I believe Guilty from Bulls HQ. If you guys are on Bulls HQ on the Discord server, Guilty is the man. It's probably the most busy Bulls Discord server. He does a great job. He's also a writer for Bulls on Tap. I will say, I'm not going to just talk about Guilty and how his Discord server kicks ass and then not drop a link. I'm about to drop a link to the server. I highly recommend it if you like talking Bulls. Just don't be a dick, because nobody likes that. Nobody likes dicks. I mean, unless you're a girl or unless you're gay, which is no problem if you are. But you guys know what I mean when I say don't be a dick. Don't be a dick. So otherwise, Professionally Profane, that's going to be when I can get guests. That's going to be kind of infrequent. There's not a schedule for that. So, like I said, Jacob Infante this Saturday. I will let you guys know as soon as I know a time. But me and Jake will be bringing you guys an awesome episode. And now, without further ado, I'm going to get to my regular announcement. Dude, it keeps going up. 225 people. First of all, I fucking love all of you. I just dropped the link in the comments. That is the link to Guilty's Discord server. It's awesome. So all of those shows I just mentioned are not solo shows or not hosts of a show where you're going to be frequent. So I was a free agent and I put my name out there, and I had a bite. And I did not see this coming. It's really, really exciting. Really exciting because this man is very well respected in the Chicago sports community. Unless you're one of those weirdos that likes to hate online, but everybody likes to hate online. So whatever. If you don't like him, sorry. Don't know why you wouldn't though. So I'm just gonna say it. Pat the designer, my man Pat. I got in touch with him through my boy Hayes, and it turns out he was looking for somebody to host Chicago Bulls Breeze because he is a busy man. Everyone knows how much content Pat does. There's a reason he's everywhere. It's because he's good as fuck at what he does. So when I heard that he was looking for a Bulls host for Chicago Bulls Breeze, naturally I pounced on that. And after talking with Pat, I think it's a great fit, and so does he. And I will be taking over Chicago Bulls Breeze as your host moving forward. That is the big announcement. Don't know if that's actually a disappointment for anybody who sat around waiting for me to talk about this for 18 minutes. With that being said, I think it's going to kick ass. He's giving me a lot of reign to kind of make this show what I want it to be. So, hey, if you guys have any constructive, keyword constructive criticism about or suggestions about how what you think is great about a show, especially in the Bulls, when it relates to the Chicago Bulls, let me know. Obviously, I think that I was aiming for the first episode to be today. Don't know if that's going to happen. If it doesn't, then it'll be as soon as possible. I would definitely say by, this week, I'll be dropping episodes for Chicago Bulls Breeze. I don't have this confirmed with Pat yet, but I believe that I'm able to make my own schedule. What I'm thinking for anybody that wants to be in the know about what my schedule will be and you want to tune in, it'll likely be, if I can make it this, I'll have to clear it with the boss. But Monday through Friday is what I'm thinking. And then Saturday and Sunday, I will be on the show if for game day stuff, maybe, or maybe some shorts. I'll definitely do shorts on the weekends. But one thing I feel like I've learned is that everybody, at least in my opinion, I won't say everybody, I need to decompress. I need breaks. Some people can go over and over and over. Hey, man, that's great. And I think that's amazing. And more power to anybody that can do that. I need days off. I'm 35, man. I'm not getting any younger. So man, can you feel man, we have 300 fucking people in here. Where did you all come from? I love all of you. Holy fuck. So with that being said, I'm going to fucking kick ass on Chicago Bulls Breeze with the kind of reign he's giving me to make the show whatever I want. That's going to be so much fun. I think that people are going to really get to see my creativity expand and be. Um, I'm gonna have fun, a lot of fun on this channel. I gotta watch the no F bombs. I can't be Hayes. That Hayes Hayes would laugh if he heard me say that because he knows. He knows he's in on the joke, but I cannot be Hayes. So I won't, be calling anybody out of their mom's name or anything. But I am allowed to be colorful in my descriptions, which is important to me because I firmly believe that they are sentence enhancers. And I like being able to use sentence enhancers because I am a pirate, basically. That's I'm a sports pirate. That's kind of what I am. So going forward, that'll be my shtick. Is Monday through Friday is what I'm aiming for. I always try and keep you guys informed. If I have to change the schedule during a certain week, I will try and post on the channel, on my Twitter, all that stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna be working with Pat the Designer, man. I don't know about you guys, but I've been watching that dude for years, and to be actually working with and for him is gonna be another notch on a really weird year where I stopped being a fan and I started being a creator. And I gotta tell you guys, it is the weirdest fucking feeling in the world, but it's so rewarding. Jamal is on Bulls Without Borders with me. Rashab is one of my best friends. Like Rashab, the Windy City Productions, for anybody that knows him, like I was watching that dude for years. And you know what? I was talking about this to him earlier, and I'm gonna thank him right now. I owe all this shit. And by the way, this is Lil Vander. Look at me. Look at me. Aren't I just the cutest little soldier? All right, fuck him. But Rashab, I owe that dude, man, because one day I just messaged him and I asked him if I could work with him. And of course, this was like in 2023. I was just a fan. I had a Twitter since 2012, but never used it. I had like 7 followers. I don't know why I messaged him, I'd been watching him for a long time, why I decided that this was the time to ask him if he wanted to work together. But he didn't know who the fuck I was yet. So he told me like to go fuck myself. And no, not really, but like that's essentially what he did. He was like, hey, he was very nice about it, but he was like, dude, I'm good. But if you want to write about, these teams, I know that the windycity.com is looking for writers, and he got me in touch with Ryan Heckman, who I also credit to the beginning of my career. And yeah, from there it just took off. I started writing for thewindycity.com. All my articles, like I feel like I poured my heart into them. Some were better than others. I had a couple. I had one about Justin Fields being MVP the next year, which was an excellently written article. And it's a shame that it's about Justin Fields winning MVP possibly because I look like an asshole here in 2025 or 26 rather. It's 2026. Yeah, I look real dumb for that one. I did not win any favor there, but I will. I moving after that. I did stuff for Bear Goggles On, and then out of nowhere, I got I started thinking about doing my podcast, and that's where I came up with Professionally Profane. My boy Davey did it with me. And then, I got the opportunity with Jay. And then, fuck, man, here we are. Now I'm working with Pat the Designer. I fucking sat down with guys like Jacob Infante and Nick Whalen and, the BFR podcast. I fucking love those guys, by the way. Like, when it comes to Bears podcasts, Rashab is the man. And, BFR, they're awesome, man. I love those guys. But, it's just wild to become a creator and, like I've, hung out with Rashab and stayed at his house. Like that's so fucking weird to me. Because, at first he just thought I was some fan. He kind of like shooed me away. But then before you know it, after I become a little more established, he's like, yeah, let's hang out. Let's make content together. So you hear that, Rashab? You're two-faced. You're two-faced, bro. No, I'm just playing, man. Just playing. But I can't fucking believe that there's 430 people in here. I don't understand what's going on. But I'm going to put on the Bulls highlights from tonight. We're gonna watch them bitches and see how the fuck the Bulls. I mean, we played the Pelicans, right? The Pelicans suck. They're not good, but at the very least, they do have Zion Williamson, who seems to be worse now that he's not fat. I don't understand how that works. Go figure. I kind of hope that Derek Queen had a shitty game because I'm really tired of everybody dogging the Bulls for not taking him, only because everybody said he wasn't a good fit with the Bulls before the draft. And then now because he's doing good, like everybody's going back and saying, "Oh my God, he was the shit." But I got a comment. I appreciate this, Troy. I appreciate this, man. Like, I understand how big of an opportunity it is to work with Pat. Like, again, if I didn't say it enough, like, thank you, Pat. Thank you for this opportunity. I'm gonna crush it for you, bro. Like the fact that I got 450 people in here, I think kind of speaks to that. We're here on a fucking midnight. It's 12:30, and we're all just fucking off. I'm gonna say what I said earlier when there was not that many people in here. I hope that you, if you're a dude at least, I hope that you got to see or touch some boobs tonight. I don't know about you guys, but that's how I like to ring in my new year. Titties. That's this might be controversial, but titties are better than ass. So take that for what it's worth. That is the gospel of Philip Charles VanDerHeyden IV. But here we go. I'm gonna throw on these highlights and go from there. Oh yeah, I watched. I also went to the. What I did tonight is I went to the finale of Stranger Things. Definitely, I gotta watch it again because there's a crying baby in there, and I'm just gonna say that right now. If you bring your fucking crying baby to a movie, you shouldn't be there. I don't care. You can't go to the movies because your baby cries too much. Tough fucking shit. Don't go. You're ruining it for everybody else. It's some bullshit. It's annoying. Anyway, dude, I don't know how. Anyways, for anyone that might miss my announcement, you guys, I'm going to be working with Pat the Designer. He hired me to be his Bulls host on the Chicago Bulls Breeze YouTube channel. And what am I doing? I should drop the handle in the comments for you guys. I'm an idiot. I should be trying to get you guys to subscribe. But that's what the other part of this that's really wild. Like this man already has 2,500 subscribers. I'm not used to that. Like, well, I ended up building the J channel when I was a part of it, up to 18, but 25 is quite a bit. So, if you're not subscribed, you should, because, with the kind of creativity, freedom he's given me, as well as my verbal limits being expanded, and among some other things, I think this is going to be the best version of Phil going forward that you guys have ever seen, and I'm very excited about that, especially because my time with the Army will be up very soon. I go on terminal leave on January 20th. Then I go to Fort Knox to out process where they have all the gold. And then I'm going to be done. That'll be it. I'll be on leave until February 15th. But basically, I'm done. Like, you're there because you're getting paid, nothing else. Come February 15th, my contract will end. And that'll be that. And I'll move on. As much as I've enjoyed my time with the Army, it's so time to move on. Very, very ready to move on. I appreciate it. Appreciate everyone I work with. They are all great. They fight for me. I love that. But to be honest, like I need freedom. I need to be able to spread my wings and fly where the wind will take me. I want, if an opportunity opened up, for this or that or the other thing, who knows? I want to be able to take it. What I am going to do is go back to school at the San Francisco Film School, because I get to go to school Monday through Friday remotely. I think Monday through Thursday, actually, I'll be going remotely so I can work from home or go to school from home. The GI Bill hooks it up fat for me going to a San Francisco school, and I just work part-time for Chicago Bulls Breeze. because I think that this opportunity is going to be huge. I think the channel is going to grow quick, and I think that we're going to have a lot of fun. I hope you guys come join me for real. This is going to kick ass. Let's get it. All right. Let's go with Chicago Bulls Breeze. Any thoughts from you guys? I mean, there's a lot of people in here, but nobody's talking. 513 of you. I'm about to give thoughts on the Bulls game from tonight. I have not seen anything. I just know that the Bulls won. Also, can the Pelicans change their mascot? Who the fuck cares about a pelican? I get it. There's pelicans in New Orleans. Big fucking whoop-de-doo. Like, you can be the New Orleans. Oh, God. I was going to say it, but I would have probably got canceled. All right. I'm going to say this because it should be funny, but it's not funny because it actually is a reference to something very bad that happened and a lot of people died. But I'm joking, okay? I'm joking. It's comedy. I'm joking. I don't know how many more times I could say that before I'm safe from being, called a piece of shit. I'm joking. It's comedy. The New Orleans Hurricanes. All right, I probably shouldn't have said that, but God, I hate that you can't joke about anything these days, man. Some stuff is too far, but like, come on, like a little joke here and there. You got to joke about things that are really fucked up because otherwise life's going to fuck you up. That's my opinion. Like, I joke about dark things because it helps me deal with it, but teach their own. Here we go. I'm probably already fired from a podcast that I'm really excited to work for, but because I did that joke about New Orleans, it's over for me. We'll see. Probably not. I think I'm over exaggerating, but you never know nowadays. Never know. I don't want to lose my fucking livelihood over something small and dumb. But I also got to make jokes. I'm dropping the Chicago Bulls Breeze in the links right now. In the comments, sorry. If you guys are on YouTube or Facebook, I just dropped it in those comments. We have a 20 team in Australia called the Hobart Hurricanes. I understand why people could be upset, but it's a legit team name. That's what I mean. I didn't call it like the Homicides or something. You know what I mean? Like, it's a real thing. It's the Hurricanes. Also, that sounds way more intimidating than the fucking Pelicans. Like, the Pelicans. What an ugly, ugly team name, an ugly logo. It's like the Bobcats when the Charlotte Bobcats existed and they had the ugliest goddamn colors in the world. Like, what are we doing here? Why did we get rid of the perfectly awesome Hornets with their color scheme so we can make the Bobcats? Oh, Bobcats. I'm real I'm losing my shit over here. But I can't believe the support here. Man, everybody that's here, again, I am going to be making a weekly or a daily show with Pat, working for Pat the Designer on Chicago Bulls Breeze. That is I dropped a link down there, but actually there's a better way. So it's just at Chicago Bulls Breeze. So https:// youtube.com. I'm too close to this desk. There we go. At Chicago Bulls Breeze. There we go. I'm gonna hold this. I like holding it. Like, I don't know. I don't like when I'm far away from the fucking mic. It bothers me. Hell yeah. Drop those subs for your boy. So, because honestly, guys, I think, man, I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of potential for this show. I'm really excited. But you know what? I just got a Snapchat. That reminds me. You know what? Fuck it. We're gonna go. You know, I'm live right now on my Professionally Profane podcast. I'm doing a Snapchat right now, guys. So say hi to Snapchat, everybody. Yeah, they can't say hi. They're on the internet. So that's how that shit works. In case you didn't know, uh, I made an announcement just now, and so I'm going to announce it here too on Snapchat. I am the new host of a show for Pat the Designer in the Chicago sports community called Chicago Bulls Breeze. And it's going to be daily and it's going to kick ass. And so you're going to want to sub and you're going to have to get there by youtube.com at Chicago Bulls Breeze. That is the URL. Just the at symbol, youtube.com / at the at symbol, Chicago Bulls Breeze. One word. Be there, be square, especially if you're a Chicago fan. Later. There we go. Shut up, Phil. God, shut up. I hate the sound of my own voice. I like it when I'm talking, but when I hear it back, I'm like, fucking kill me. Someone make that guy shut his damn mouth. Oh, yeah. The announcement was so big. I had this stupid little grenade over here. I was going to be like, I'm dropping a grenade on the community. Whatever. That's the extent of my of my comedy, I guess. I don't know. I'm doing the best I can over here, all right, guys? I'm working with what I got. All right, it ain't much. Let's see. Also, for anybody that doesn't know who I am, if by some chance, you're just like randomly here, you don't know who I am, you're seeing me for the first time, like, why should I give a fuck about why this guy talking about basketball? Like, he looks like he can't ball. Guess what? That sentiment is why I've gotten away with scoring 5 easy points in every basketball game I've ever played in with new people. They look at me, they're like, that fucking 5'7" guy can't play. And I'm like, oh yeah. I look like, I try and act like Woody Harrelson and White Man Can't Jump. I might show up looking goofy, like some like long tube socks, mismatched shorts and a shirt, tie-dye shirt. People are like, oh, this guy's a goof, dude. Leave me wide open. And I'm like, bet. Because I learned, at least this was the most beneficial camp that I went to in my life. Let me take his comment down. That right there is Johnny Stockton, ladies and gentlemen. I had the great benefit of being able to go to a basketball camp that was led by one of the, if not the greatest pure point guard of all time. I said pure point guard. So that doesn't include all of those score first point guards. Because John Stockton did it the right way. He was the guy that I modeled my game after growing up. Because I played point guard. Obviously, I was only 5'7". At least I was 5'7" as an adult, so you can imagine how short I was growing up. All right. Gotta throw on these highlights now. So yeah, I went to this basketball camp with John Stockton, and it was fucking awesome, man. There's some really good ballers there. I'll be honest, like at that point in my career, I was still pretty bad. I wasn't very good. It took me a long time to be able to shoot with one hand. The way I had shot for a long time until my 8th grade year, I think. The way I shot was two-handed. I shot like Joakim Noah. I got really good at it though. Like I was like I would actually, I think I shot two-handed at this basketball camp. But so I wasn't good because the guys that were here were ballers, man. They were ballers. What this camp helped me with was learning how to get better. He showed me a lot of awesome drills that really helped me improve my game, and then also really helped me with my handle and just understanding the game of basketball. But then after that camp, I went to Canada. My aunt lives in Canada. I went there for 3 years in a row for a basketball camp called Camp Robin Hood. And let me tell you guys this. I I would be pretty at that point in my career. I was average. I would say I started on the teams that I played for, but I was average. I wasn't gonna piece. I'd have hot nights, but overall, it's pretty average. I went to Canada. I was like Michael fucking Jordan over there, guys. Like they suck at basketball. For every Andrew Wiggins, they've got 10 kid versions of Brian Scalabrine. Like they're trash. I went over there and I was balling those guys. And it was wild because like I'd win MVP. I was being like a diva, man. Like I was complaining because they wouldn't give me calls because I was dominating. And they would just be dicks and not give me calls. I threw the ball off the court at one point, getting teed up. But then I'd come back to Chicago and get fucking pieced up. I'd be like, what in the world is happening? So let me tell you guys, like the quality of basketball, depending on where you're at, not the same. All right, here we go. It's highlight time. The Pelicans are 8-26, or were 8-26. The Bulls are 15-17, or were 15-17. So let's see what they got. Oh, actually, wait. Just uno momento, just quickly. I wanted to text this to my favorite person, or I wanted to text this pod to my favorite person in case she has time. Oh man, I might be a bit of a what do they call it? I don't know. I don't believe, I don't like how it's a bad thing apparently, like for a man to be like nice to his woman. I think that's the wackest shit of all time. I don't know about you guys. I think it being like a negative to be good to your woman is so fucking dumb. And also the guys that just treat their women like shit. Shout out to all of you. Just kidding. Fuck you, because you ruin it. You ruin them. You make them think that they aren't worth being treated well, and that shit is not right. Anyways, boop. There's that. And there's that. All right. Highlight time. Again, man, we're at 555 people in here. All right, real quick. Like I said, I'm going to be joining Pat the Designer on the Chicago Bulls Breeze YouTube channel. I will be the new host, starting ASAP, aka today or tomorrow, very, very soon. Also, on Friday, Bulls Without Borders, 5 p.m. Central. We will have 7 motherfuckers in that channel on that show. This is going to be our biggest show yet. Huge. There's going to be 6 different podcasts represented on this show, 3 different continents. I mean, this is like the Godfather, you guys. Like, that's what the Bulls Without Borders channel is. The Bulls Without Borders is the fucking Justice League. All right. And I might be the founder, but I don't want to be Batman or Superman because those guys are lame. All right. I want to be, if it's the Justice League, I want to be the Green Arrow, Oliver Queen, only because the show Arrow is fucking tits. But, I want it to feel like everybody is, for anyone who hasn't seen Bulls Without Borders, it is a roundtable discussion show where each of us brings a topic to the game, even the guests, if they'd like. Like the guests they're encouraged to bring their own topic, and then everyone hosts their own topic so that it feels like an equal meeting of the minds. We all talk about these topics. We all give our opinions. And then we move on to the next guy, and then we answer fan questions at the end. It's a live show, which I don't think people are appreciating enough. We're coming at you live from 3 different continents, you guys. 3 different continents. It's not fucking easy. Let me say that. It is not easy. the dedication by the team is amazing. You know, for us to be able to link up with America, you know, Ireland and Australia, unbelievable job by everybody. I'm so blessed to work with these gentlemen. And like I said, it's going to be me, Neil from Sea Red UK out of Ireland, Troy from out of Australia from the Whole Lot of Bull podcast and the Whole Lot of NBL podcast. Then you have Hayes from the Chicago Bulls Central podcast, as well as all of the Chicago Sports Central podcasts that he oversees. Then also Jamal Aflatooni from Bull Central, who was like I used to watch him every fucking night, like when I was a fan. So to be able to sit down with him is still surreal to me. I'm like, dude, I used to watch I watched you like in bed every night. Like, my bad. I don't know if that's weird, bro. But no, that's my boy. He's cool as fuck. And so, you know, other than that, we were bringing on Guilty from the Bulls HQ Discord server. Awesome fucking place for Bulls fans to talk. His Discord server is kind of the Discord version of Bulls Without Borders. You know, a place where every fan can come to debate and discuss. We even take fans on Bulls Without Borders. If you're a fan, I got 559 people in here. If any of you think that you have what it takes to come and talk with us on Bulls Without Borders, we haven't had any heated discussions yet. This is only our 7th Red Summit, but I actually kind of hope that we have a heated discussion someday. So I'm trying to bring on guys that have extreme viewpoints at times. Although, if you're going to get on there and say that we should manufacture losses, I'm going to tell you to get the fuck off of my show. Actually, no, that's fucked up. I'm going to say get the fuck off of our show, because manufacturing losses is for losers. If you're bad, just be bad because you're not good and you just lose games. Just be normal bad. Don't be like, oh my God, Matas, you're sitting tonight even though you're healthy. It's pussy behavior. It's bad for the sport. I won't tolerate it. Oh yeah, we spoke to. Yeah, I know, dude. We had Tim Sinclair on Bulls Without Borders. He was on Red Summit 5, I believe 5. 5 times. Sorry, Booker T invaded me just there. But yeah, Tim Sinclair, the voice of the Chicago Bulls and the Chicago Bears, was on our podcast with us. Man, the show rocks, and I think it's going to pick up steam. If you're not subscribed, I'd really appreciate it if you did, because it has not really grown yet. It's slow moving, but we did just go to weekly a couple weeks ago. We were doing monthly, and that's not good enough. So at Bulls Without Borders on YouTube, or on X, you can follow us at Borderless Bulls, because Bulls Without Borders is too many characters. Elon can't fucking have 15 characters, whatever. Then also on this podcast, the Professionally Profane, everyone's favorite, you know, crazy ass fucking Bears reporter, Jacob Infante, will be helping me restart the Professionally Profane podcast as we have an episode airing on Saturday. I don't know what time yet. Stay tuned for that. But that's going to be fucking nuts. If anyone knows Jacob Infante, you might know him as the guy who tweeted that one time and said, well, that game sucked. Time to jack off. And for some reason, people thought that was wild, even though I jack off after a bad loss. Like, I don't know why everyone's so freaking out about that. You should too. It's good for you. It's healthy. Anyways, that guy's awesome. And he is the very definition of professionally profane. And that's why he was my first ever guest on that podcast. And he'll be my first guest as we bring it back. So, oh yeah, you like that one, Troy? I had a feeling you would. But anyways, yeah, me and Jacob, we really truly, we are here for the fans. I think that's what it is. Like, me and him, I am not above acting a fool or making myself look goofy for the entertainment of the people. That's what it's all about, man. Why would I take myself seriously? I mean, I know how, I know that I'm smart. I know that I'm sexy. So why would I be insecure about anything? I don't mind being goofy as shit. And neither does he. And that's why we work well together. I appreciate him coming out with me. We're gonna make something very memorable for you guys. And you know what? I'm just gonna shoot my shot here. Me and Jacob we're talking and we're texting earlier, and we randomly thought of the two guys that we could bring on in the Chicago community create that we could create the most perfect hour of podcasting content with. Big Cat and PFT. I'm sending the shout out to you two guys. I'm just saying. I know you guys probably know Infante. You probably don't know me for shit. Although my last name is memorable and I count on that. I count on my name being memorable because I'm like, oh God, maybe he'll remember me. But Big Cat and PFT, if we could get on a podcast, whether it's yours or ours or Professionally Profane, whatever, if we can get on a fucking on a podcast together, man, we would make, I think it'd be the funniest hour of Chicago sports content out there, period. PFT is excellent at picking up the kind of vibes I like to put down. So fucking love that show, by the way. Part of my take. Fucking, it's excellent, man. Bro, I gotta run. Once again, thanks for. Hey, I love you, Troy. Appreciate you. Can't wait to grow. Yeah, man. I mean, I can't wait to see our Bulls Without Borders grow and succeed. Like, overall, dude, I think it's all gonna grow and succeed. I want everything that I do and everyone that I work with to grow and succeed with me, because I don't work with people who suck. I work with people who kick ass. If you suck, I won't work with you, or I won't work with you twice. Let me put it that way. It's actually someone specific in the Bulls community. There's one person that I won't work with. Just won't. And frankly, I think he sucks. And I don't know if you guys can guess it, but go ahead if you want to. I'm not going to confirm it. You could probably read it on my face. He knows that I don't like him, actually. He's got to. He's never, ever replied to anything that I've said to him. Never interacted with me. Because he knows I've said some indirect things that could directly be attributed to him. Because, people that were hating on Josh Giddey last year were fucking stupid. And people were getting paid very, very well in this community, getting handsomely compensated to know basketball. And, very much expose themselves for just not. The only thing they're interested in is their fucking narratives. Whether or not they know basketball is another story. One thing I'd like to do with some people when they're talking, I'm like, you know what, man, I'll see you on the court. Let me play some basketball with you, and then we'll see. Oh, what up, dog? This is the boy. What up, homie? Dude, I came on here to make an announcement for one of my future podcasts. Bro, I got 566 people up in this motherfucker. I can't get this many people on one of my shows. What's going on? All of you guys got to start joining the shows that I make. But I mean, I'll try and be this fucking. I guess I'm entertaining enough for you all to stay. I appreciate it. But while you're here, please do subscribe to @ProfanePod on YouTube and X. But all right, I've been like holding you guys hostage and about doing these reacting to these highlights. So Dylan, in case you just got here, I'm going to be the new host of Chicago Bulls Breeze, which is a podcast under the Windy City Breeze Network, which is ran by Pat the Designer, who's a big time name in the Chicago sports community. He's the man. Really appreciate him giving me this opportunity. And if you looked him up, you'd find him. Let me put it that way. He works with ESPN on Sundays. Like anybody that works with ESPN, even if they're a little bit buttoned up for me, but I'd probably still work for him. I'm not above ESPN. I just wouldn't work for the Chicago Tribune. because I think in order to work for the Tribune, you have to inherently be an asshole. So I pass on that one. You have to be a negative asshole, and that's not my style. Brad Big, shout out to you for blocking me. The only thing I ever said about the Tribune about him was that I wouldn't work for the Tribune because I wouldn't work for the Tribune, and he blocked me for that. Whatever. Probably blocked me because I'm way hotter than him. I don't know. Also, he's a creep. Everyone knows it. Anyways, here's the highlights. Making this a roast out of nowhere. I didn't expect this to be a roast, but oh, I shouldn't have this loud. Sorry, guys. I'm gonna react to these highlights, but yeah, my bad. I shouldn't have said that about Biggs. I just get salty when guys, um, if you block me, I feel like I have to talk shit about you, and I don't like that. Some guys, I'm just like, hey, we have a difference in opinion, and you don't need to be a bitch about it. So I really kind of feel that way about Greg Gabriel. What the fuck you got me blocked for, man? I like you. I think you're funny, old man. Why'd you block me? Unblock me. Don't be an asshole. Just mute me for the love of God. Blocking me is so lame. But anyways, here's the highlights. All right, so the Pelicans fucking suck. Shout out to Adam Amin and Stacey King. They fucking rule, and I really aspire to be like them. So I don't know. I'm gonna recap these highlights. Like I said, I'm gonna react to them. So I think it's 15 minutes. It's decent little time. After that, I'll let you guys go. I'll let you guys get to your night, even though I'm not doing anything. And the fact that all of you joined here kind of gave me a boost of energy. Oh, fuck! Right off the bat, Matas Buzelis with a fucking spin move, and he dunked it. Holy shit, I just went from 6 to midnight. Hold on. Ah, fuck. Oh, here we go. Okay, so the second basket was Jalen Smith. Wait, did he get to? So he got to start. I was curious who the starting lineup was. So it's Okoro, Trey Jones, Vucevic. I'm glad Jalen Smith got to start. Good for him, man. He's been efficient and good all season. He deserves it. By the way, Dylan, do you know who this is down here? If you're still here, do you know? I'd love to know. I'd love to see you guess. I don't think you were here when I talked about it. I don't know if you. It's not going to focus on that. He's a point guard. I'll give you that hint. If you could, I don't know if you're still here. If you are, then go ahead and leave your guess down there. But all right, here we go. So it's 4-2. All right, Vooch in the post. Jalen Smith for 3. Dude, are we going to get a big night from Sticks? His confidence is growing. A lot of people don't know that he was the 10th pick in the draft. He's still young, man. Matas with the steal. Love to see that. Sticks runs the break. They get it to Okoro. He scores. Easy bucket for, and we're up to a 9-2 run already. That was the ugliest shot of all time. All right, Vooch in the post. Gives it out to Trey Jones. Trey Jones, make it rain, rainmaker. All right. Oh, shit. Is that Derek Queen? Yeah, so that's why we didn't draft him, guys. Like, Vucevic just bullied that young man. He's not a defender. Everyone, I get it. He's, like, averaging good stuff on offense. I get it. But the guy is not what we need at center. We need a fucking rim protector, guys. Everyone falls in love with points, man. Matas. The best thing that can happen from Giddey and Kobe being out is that Matas starts being aggressive and taking like 20 shots a game. Starts fucking actually, like, I don't think he knows how good he can be. Is that Zion? He really has slimmed down. Holy shit. He's mini.
Nice pass. Okoro has been playing better lately. Oh, steal by Okoro. Right when I said something. And he goes coast to coast, like Space Ghost. 24-15. All right. Oh, Jalen Smith with the block. Get up or get out of the way. Biatch. All right. Who's that? Oh, I think that was Herter. He got swatted. Back the other way. Homeboy dunked it. So we're at 24-19. Bulls are up by 5. These highlights are just cutting. They're getting most of these baskets, though. All right, a 3-pointer from the Pelicans. Brought it to within 2. Whoop. Here we go. I'm going to put these on. This is for oh shit, Herter with the N1. Nice little jumper. These glasses are for New Orleans or for any opponent that the Chicago Bulls have this year. I will not be wearing these on the Chicago Bulls breeze because I can't say the F word. But everybody knows that they're in my arsenal for the Professionally Profane. Because honestly, sometimes you need sentence enhancers. They're not curse words, guys. They're sentence enhancers. I'm going to push that narrative. If you like my content, you got to start pushing that. It's something that's very important to me. We got to stop calling them curse words. They're sentence enhancers. Okoro for 3. Jesus. So this first quarter has basically been like Okoro and Jalen Smith going ham. Matas did some shit, actually. Okay. Trey Jones, down to Vooch. Easy basket. You got to cover him there. Bulls up by 6 to start the second quarter. Damn, man. The one time I don't put bets on the Bulls and they start lighting it up offensively, it's actually frustrating as fuck. I did get my notification about my year stats from FanDuel, though. I'm in the top 13% of Chicago Bulls bettors. So take that. I don't think that's actually very good, but whatever. Oh, nice little move. Is that Queen? Okay, Queen. He just made Vooch look bad, but that kind of happens a lot. All right, so I got the Pelicans up by 2 with 9:23 to go, and we got a nice little up and under by Okoro. What the fuck happened tonight? Okoro is absolutely piecing these people up. Buzelis. Oh, you can't leave Javon Carter open like that. You know he's going to make it rain. Bang, bang, bang. Javon Carter. What? That looks like a Kobe White turnover. You know, I got all these people in here. One thing I'm going to say, I fucking hate when our players, or when Kobe White gets up in the air and he doesn't, ooh, shit. Nice play. When Kobe White gets in the air without knowing what he's going to do with the ball, and he just throws it wherever he can, that shit pisses me off, man. Nice follow by Jalen Smith. Okay. Bulls up by 5 with 5 minutes to go in the second. Derek Queen. Yeah, the other part of this with Derek Queen is he's clearly being given the green light to do everything he wants. He wouldn't have that here. That's where I think people always like to look at other people's stats and yeah, you see what he's doing? That could happen here. It's it's not that simple, man. Tell me that you didn't play sports without saying that. Sure, he's got the talent to do that. But Derek Queen would not be lifting this many shots on isolation basketball on our team. All right, Trey Jones up and under. Bulls by 2. Zion bullies his way in for a basket. We got a tie ball game with 2:45 to go in the first half, and that's Okoro for 3 again. Where's this Okoro been? I wish he would do this more often. Oh, steal. You got to do the alley-oop. Trey Jones, I get it. You made the safe play, and that's okay. But I'm dying for people to alley-oop it to Matas. I don't understand why he doesn't get alley-oops more often. It actually upsets me. Damn, man. All right, so Okoro gets a block on Zion to end the half. Never mind. Trey Jones goes coast to coast like Space Ghost. What a way to end the half. That's incredible. All right. Ooh. 1-point ball game with are the Bulls gonna blow this open yet or what? Okay, Trey Jones goes to the rack. Trey Jones is so good, dude. Holy shit, Queen just blocked Puzelis. I didn't know he could do that. Ooh-wee. Zion. Nice dunk, but it looks like his athleticism is kind of faded, hasn't it? All right, a 3-point basket for Patrick the Bust Williams. Derek Queen bullies his way in for 2. Oh, Bulls are running. Okay. Bulls up by 6 with 5:37 to go in the third quarter. Io to the basket. God, the freaking Pelicans don't play any defense, man. Oh, what a move by Jalen Smith. Hold up. Wait a minute. Let me put some pimping in it. He drives. Okay. That's incredible. So hold on. Can I slow this down? Yes, I can. Here we go. All right, we're at a quarter speed here. Okay, so he gets the ball at the top of the 3-point line. He goes with his left hand, drives to the left side of the paint, but then he does a spin move, collects himself, goes up and under, and gets the and one in between 2 guys. Holy fucking shit, man. That is Jalen Smith is playing like a top 10 pick. Like he really, really is, man. Like the way that he postered Embiid the other night was dirty. He put his dick right in fucking Embiid's face, dude. It was fucking nasty. All right. I feel like if I'm on after midnight, like you gotta expect after hours vocabulary, Phil. And that means I'm saying anything. And like whatever comes to my mind is what I'm saying. So apologies if that offends you. But honestly, I don't really care if it does. All right, here we go. 9-point Bulls lead. Nice shot. Did that dude just look over at the Bulls bench? Who's number 3 on the fucking Pelicans? And why does he think that he's fucking good? Trey Murphy III. Fuck him. Your team has 8 wins. You make a 3 and you're down by 6, and you look over at the Bulls bench. I hate that kind of shit. Like, you're losing, buddy. Scoreboard. It's one thing, like, the crying and, like, the egos in the NBA these days is fucking wild. All right. Kevin Huerter hits a 3. He looked over at the Pelicans bench, too. But at least we're up by 6, and he did it. All right. Back the other way. Trey Murphy scores. Oh, that's dirty. The Bull. Where's the foul? Nice. Trey Jones like got the rebound off a tip, and he hit fucking Herter in stride down the court. That was beautiful. Oh, that's great by Vooch. So there's 11:30 to go in the fourth. We're up by 4. Trey Jones throws it down to Vooch in the paint. He immediately touch passes it out to Matas in the corner. You gotta fucking love that. Buzelis, schmeck. All right. Pulls up by 5 with 10 minutes to go. Vooch in the post. Vooch goes with the sweeping left-handed layup. Love it. Pulls up by 4. Okoro throws the ball out to Vooch. Buzelis for 3. Smack. Pulls up 7 with 9:20 to go in the fourth. Number 11 misses a 3-pointer. Trey Jones comes back. He hits Okoro in stride for the dunk. Dunkosaurus Rex biatch. All right. So Buzelis, oh, he just bodied the fuck out of them. Okay. Buzelis is on fire tonight. 9-point Bulls lead with 8 minutes to go. And then Vucevic just shit all over 21's face. He liked it too. He was into it. It is kind of weird, but he was into it. Oh my God. Vucevic just had a nasty block. What is going on with him in blocks lately? He's been on a crazy block streak. I feel like it's got to be one of the best block streaks of his career. Okay. Okoro out to. Ooh, he said, sheesh. IO for 3. Bulls are up. Oh my God. When did that happen? The Bulls went up by a lot very fast. Okay, so when Vooch when he took a shit on that guy, he went up by 11 there with 7:40 to go, and then he gets ugly. I think we end up by 17. Oh, dirty block by Vucevic. Nice back and forth game. 103, 116. Okay. Oh my God. IO. Yeah, the Bulls are up by 17 right now. It's a lot. Okay. 108, 122. Oh, sorry, I'm getting tired. Oh, I felt it right there. I was about to fall asleep. Woo-wee! All right, I got 3 minutes and 25 seconds to go. 10 Bulls up 10. After this, I'm going to bed. It's time for bed. 3 minutes to go. 15-point lead for the Bulls. 2:50, 2:30 to go. Patrick Williams scores. And that's how you know you guys are fucked. 17-point lead. That looked like basket interference from Zion, but whatever. Zion at 31 tonight? Damn. Honestly, if he's going to stay healthy, I would kind of, I don't know. I'd be willing to trade for him. I'm not going to lie to you. I would be. The Bulls have to take a swing at someone. I think that Zion's not a bad guy to take a swing at, only because you can get him for cheap, like for his talent. You can get him for cheaper than you would. I don't know. It depends on the package. Bulls end up winning by 16. You gotta love that. I love that they took care of business. A lot of people, including me, thought they might be dead in the water. For anyone that doesn't know, if you guys are not aware of who I am or like what I do like I'm a positive guy. I'm an optimistic fan. That's what you can expect from me on Pat's channel. I'm never gonna lie to you. I'm never gonna pump up something that doesn't deserve it. I'm never gonna bullshit you for clicks. It's something I don't believe in. I'm very much against that. And I feel like, there's a difference between selling something, maybe like there's a different, like, clickbait is clickbait, right? And I firmly believe, and it's something that me and Pat both share. It's a view that we share. It's something that I made sure of when we talked, that we're not trying to dupe people into clicking on a video that doesn't cover anything that we're talking about. Because I mean, you see it a lot on YouTube. You see it everywhere. And that's something that we're not going to do. And I love that. Now, maybe I won't lie and say, like, during the off season, if I don't like make something sound cooler than I guess it might actually be, but it's not going to be an outright lie. It's just going to be me trying to like be exciting in the title. But like, if it's like Isaac Okoro re-signing, like I might, hype it up a little bit more than I feel in the YouTube title. But at least when you get to the video, I'm gonna keep it real with you, and at least like it won't be, the content is going to be what it says in the title. Something I hate on YouTube is when they like, it's like a question, but it's about like, like the top, like it's about the right person, like the person is definitely in the video that's in the YouTube title, but like the YouTube title like insinuates something that clearly was not true, from the interview or whatever it was. I don't know, I don't want to give any specific examples because I'm not trying to throw anybody under the bus here. What I'm trying to say is that it's all over the place. I'll throw someone under the bus. What Culture WWE? I love that channel. I used to love that channel. And then they became full of shit. And I don't visit them anymore. I just don't. I can't. Because you fool me once, shame on me, right? Fool me twice, shame on you. I don't fucking know. You know how that saying is. I'm not going to keep coming back to a channel that clearly wants to sell me on some bullshit, right? Like, just be honest. You might not get all the clicks that you want right away, but you're going to build, I firmly believe, like, you'll build a trust with the people that click on your stuff. If I'm wrong, now I'll go fuck myself. But, that's my view. I'd rather take longer to grow and have a genuine respect between me and my audience than growing quickly at the risk of alienating these, a bunch of people. Because the reality is a lot of people will subscribe and then forget that they ever subscribed. So they're not going to unsubscribe from your channel for your bullshit. Now, I try and do that. I try and actually vote with my subscribe. If I don't like you, I'm going to unsubscribe. Or if you do stuff that bothers me, I'm going to unsubscribe. There's a specific sports organization in Chicago that I do not subscribe to. And it sucks because there's actually some people that work for that company that I really like. Really like them. But they do some stuff that I don't agree with. And they specifically have people hired in the Bears and Bulls communities that I just, come on, man. Like, come on. I guess I will say, like, when people like that are getting hired and paid very well to talk about what they talk about, it gives me hope. If those fuckers can have a job and make a good living talking about my favorite teams, then there's hope for me. That's for sure. I mean, fuck. I'm not trying to call people out specifically, so I'm really trying to dance around, the meat and potatoes of this. I don't want to, start shit. But I'm going to be honest about whether or not I like something. I'm going to be honest about everything. That's something you guys can always expect from me as a creator and as a person. I'm going to keep it real. I'm going to be genuine. Even if that means ruffling some feathers sometimes. Sorry, I guess I can't be friends with everybody. But I have a job to do. I want people to come back to my shit because they know that they could trust what they're hearing and reading. And if I'm pretty sure that anybody that is a fan of me and has followed me would say that I do that. I do live up to that. I try to anyway. If I don't, call me out. Please. Call me on my bullshit. I can't believe that there's 583 people here. I feel like there's no way, man. Are you guys like, I feel like some people fell asleep with that shit on. Someone say something. It's so weird that there's a lot of people in here and it's so quiet. But that's okay. I'm about to get off anyway. Live comments from viewers will appear on screen during your stream. Keep the conversation going and make your audience part of the experience. Why haven't I done this before? Yeah, I'm going to start doing this. Excuse me, guys, because I'm going to kind of toy around with, since you guys are all here. I would love it if someone actually said something. But that's okay. I can't make you. What I will say is I'm so pumped up to work for Pat. So pumped up to be making content that I feel like I have I'm able to be as creative as I want to be and be as I can be me. I can have fun. And that's the biggest thing about content, right? If you're not having fun, what's the point? What the fuck is the point? All right, y'all. I'm gonna get off. I appreciated everybody that joined up on here. I can't fucking believe that there's 584 people. It's so wild to me. I hope all of you come back. Please subscribe to @Profane Pod. Please subscribe to the channels that I'm about to drop in the comments. I would really appreciate it. And like I said, I'm going to be dropping videos for Chicago Bulls Breeze. They'll be short form, 8 minutes long, like 8 to 11 minutes probably, mostly. On Chicago Bulls Breeze, which is Pat the Designer's network. If anybody is not aware, I'm about to drop that link first. Then I'm going to drop the Professionally Profane podcast link. That is going to be me hosting random guests, or not random. They're going to be like Bulls, Bears, or WWE related guests. I think I actually might be able to get Marky D123 to come on my show. If anybody knows him, he has like 174,000 subscriptions in the WWE. Sorry, not WWE. In the pro wrestling space. He has agreed that he'd come on one of my shows. I told him, he better. I'm gonna hit him with a brick. He told me to shove it afterwards. So anybody that knows Marky D would know that I was trying to play to him there. Shut up or I'll smack you one. Dude's so funny. He's so funny. But I'm going to be doing Bulls Without Borders Friday at 5 o'clock. 7 hosts. Sal from Horns Over Hoops podcast. Guilty from the Bulls HQ Discord. Me from Chicago Bulls Breeze. Neil from Sea Red UK out of Ireland. Troy from Whole Lot of Bull out of Australia. Hayes from Chicago Bull Central. And Jamal from Bull Central. 5 p.m. on Bulls Without Borders. And then Professionally Profane will be with Jacob Infante on Saturday. And that's it. Also, I'm the fucking man, and I want everybody to know it. One thing I will say, you know what? I'm going to say this. That was a joke. I was joking there, but one thing I'm not joking about is that as I ring in 2026, I do want to say that I've been underestimated a lot in my life. I don't know why. Because if you test, like, intelligence-wise, right? Like, if you test me, I rank as high as almost anybody in anything. As far as English goes, I'm in the top 1% of this country. I missed one question on the ACT in high school. When I took the ASVAB for the Army 5 years ago, I tested in the 97th percentile. So I'm a smart motherfucker. And yet consistently I've been underestimated in my life. And one thing that really bothers me is when I'm underestimated in something that I know I'm good at and then treated badly in that thing, or, whether it's by my fans or anything, or underestimated by my fans, by people online that I talk to, anybody. I don't really understand it. I only have asked ever for people to rock with me, and I've tried to be kind to everybody. With that being said, I've started to realize that, closed mouths don't get fed, and you have to be your own biggest advocate. And the greatest revenge that you can ever give to somebody that underestimates you is to be successful. And then they can't say shit. So, watch me work. And I'll leave it at that. But until next time, Happy New Year, everybody. Thanks for being here. Go Bears. Fuck the Packers. The Lions suck dick. Go Bulls. Let's go.